Spirit is saying, no, that is not how we alchemize. That is not how we change. That is not how we evolve self. That's not how we transform self. The only way that we can change, the only way that we can grow and we can elevate and raise our vibration is not by suppressing, ignoring, burying our demons and our darkness and the devil side, the devil on our shoulder. And it's not by running away and from trying to push them away and get rid of all these things and still having that energy toward it that's like, oh, I have to get it off of me, away from me. That's not how we alchemize. That's not how we change. The only way that we elevate self is by facing our demons, looking them in their eyes and making friends with them. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TTALK, where it is you plus me plus a lovely cup of tea. And today we are back with another episode. If you guys are new here, thank you for visiting TTALK. Thank you for visiting this channel, this podcast, however you are viewing or listening to this video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you guys are returning to TTALK, thank you so much for your support. Please click subscribe down below if you're on YouTube. Follow the podcast on all the podcast platforms, Instagram, or however you're viewing this. Like I said, thank you so much for your support and coming to watch and sharing, and however you guys are pouring into this space, this sacred space. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, like I said, if you guys are new here, I'm going to reintroduce myself. My name is Nala Asa Shakur, also known as Tyler A. Norman. I am the author of the book Love Starts Here, which is your guide toward loving yourself, learning how to cultivate the energy of love within, and learning how that energy begins to attract things and transform things in our external world, our career, our friendships, family, love, and just life overall. So if you guys want to read or check more about this book, I'll link that down below, and you can read more about it, check out some reviews. I'm also the CEO and the owner of The All Natural right here, which is your one-stop holistic health shop where we provide all your needs for a natural lifestyle, okay? And where you can get that in a content, product, service, or event, okay? So check out the website, check out all that we have to offer, all of the blogs, the recipes, beauty, playlists, and all sorts of things just to help everyone live their most authentic, natural self, to embody their most authentic natural self and be able to live a natural lifestyle and just cultivate health and abundance and just wholeness and life within. Okay, so with that being said, if you guys don't have your tea already, go ahead and pause this video, grab you some tea. Today I am sipping on some elderberry hibiscus ginger tea with a little bit of raw honey and some purple sea moss. Okay, so this blend is going to be a super immune booster. Okay, so we're in the fall season where I am, and we're heading towards the winter time, which means vibrations are getting lower, it's getting cold, and it is cold and flu season. Okay, so we need to protect our immune systems, boost our immune systems, and just fill our bodies with herbs and nutrients that are going to help fight off certain low vibrations and germs and certain bacteria. You know, we don't have to fight off everything, but it is good to just stay prepared and just keep the body healthy, okay? So that is what I'm doing with this tea. So good. So good. I would highly recommend trying this blend out. But with that being said, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the meditation, take some deep breaths, get into the prayer, and go ahead and get into the message, okay? Whew, everybody close your eyes. Get into a relaxing position. Drop your shoulders, unlock your jaws, and allow the breath of life to be able to flow through you. Open up your mind, your ears, and your heart to receive the message for today. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Breathe out. roll the head. Stretch the arms. Let go of any energy that is no longer serving us in this space where we are. And welcome in and be able to receive the energy that is for us in this moment. The message that is for us in this moment. Open us up to receive. Thank you, Mother, Father, Creator. Thank you for this space. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for my eyes, ears, mouth, all of my senses that allow me to be able to be a channel for the divine wisdom. I thank you and give gratitude for this connection, for these blessings, these lessons that we get to learn every single day, that allow us to just dive deeper into ourselves, that allow us to transform self, that allow us to elevate and to grow, and to love ourselves, love others, and love life deeper, Spirit. I set the intentions, asking the ancestors, the angel spirit guides, that we truly receive whatever is meant for us to hear today, Spirit, myself included, as I am part of the collective. I truly set the intention, like I said, for us to receive all that we need, whatever clarity, affirmation, inner over and understanding, whatever advice, whatever wisdom that we need that we can apply to our personal lives, and whatever we are experiencing in this moment to help us to move and navigate through those things, Spirit. Thank you, God, for this message. Thank you, God, for the healing that we are receiving. Thank you, God. Hamaku Ashe. Okay. So we're going to get straight into the message. I am going to pull some cards, and I do kind of already have an idea about what I'm going to speak on today. But like I said, we're still going to pull some cards. So just starting off the bat, the first message is, Spirit says, make peace with your demons. Okay? So the thing is that, you know, in the spiritual community, we often have this idea of like, oh, love and light. We have to be love and light. We are God. We are God manifested, and we absolutely are. You know, but something that a lot of religions, you know, teach us is that there's God and there's the devil. And it makes it seem like these are two separate entities. One is good, one is bad, one is holier than thou, and one is evil. And we have to completely stay away from one of them. One is love, one is fear. Basically, these are two opposing energies vibrating on different sides of the spectrum. But the thing is that the whole spectrum, the dark, the light, the sun, the ground, masculine energy, feminine energy, angels, demons, God, the devil, all of this is a part of one spectrum, which is a part of the universe as a whole, because the universe is made up of started off with two completely opposing atoms. Two opposing atoms, feminine, masculine, however you want to call it. The same two opposite sides of the spectrums came together. And that is what we call the universe. That is what we call self. That is what we call this world. That is what we call God. That is what we call life. Any life form has both energies. And so the thing is, the reason that I'm mentioning that is because a lot of us, trying to become the most spiritual beings, trying to become our highest self, trying to become the best version of ourselves and trying to grow, we often do this thing where we want to be God, we want to be holier than thou, we want to be light, but we run from our shadow. We run from the darkness. We run from the demons. And Spirit is saying this is a part of the whole spectrum. God is everything. God is all of that together. No one is better than the other. They're just two opposite sides. And we need both to be whole. We need both to be balanced. We need both to manifest. Okay, so like I said, message number one is make peace with your demons and stop running from them. Stop running from your trauma. Stop running from the bad things that have happened to you, whether they're through childhood or throughout your life. Stop running from, we've got alchemy. Stop running from the things that don't seem like they are holy. Okay? Because we have alchemy and we have change. Spirit wants to tell us that the only way that we can transform, the only way that we can, alchemize. The only way that we can alchemize. And alchemize is to change a substance into a different form. Okay? So you can alchemize lead into gold by torching it, doing a lot of things to it. There's a whole process. You can alchemize coal to a diamond. You're changing its form. Okay? So alchemy is changing the form of our darkness, our demons, our trauma, and changing it into passion, into purpose, into drive, into healing. Okay? So we have change. Spirit says in order to change those things, in order to alchemize the trauma, the darkness, the demons that are in us, in everybody, that are all around, constantly testing us, constantly trying to put fear in us, constantly weighing us down, lowering our vibration. In order to change and alchemize those things, we have to face them. And not only do we have to face them, we have to look them in their eyes courageously, without fear, without running away, without trying to push them away, without being like, oh, I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of these bad habits. I have to get rid of this trauma. I have to get rid of every part of me that is low vibrational, that is not good, that is bad, that is fearful. I have to get rid of these things. I have to let them go. And oftentimes we either suppress them, bury them down, where we don't want to face them at all. We want to ignore them and we suppress them. And if we do that, they're only building up. They're only building up momentum, and they are attracting more of those things in our external world because that vibration is already within us, and like attracts like. Okay? And a lot of times, when we are aware of those things, when we're aware that they're there, we're aware the trauma is there, we're aware of the memories, the things that happen to us, we are aware of our bad habits, we are aware of the ways that, the things that we can act on when we're upset and when we're angry, and the things that we can do when we are triggered. A lot of times we're aware of those things and we're not necessarily pushing them, suppressing them and dismissing, burying them anymore, but we're running. We're running from them. We're trying to get rid of them. We're like, oh, I have to get rid of every bad habit. Oh my gosh, I eat this way and I do this and I do this and it's all wrong and I have to get rid of all of those things. I have to get rid of it. Spirit is saying, no, that is not how we alchemize. That is not how we change. That is not how we evolve self. That is not how we transform self. The only way that we can change, the only way that we can grow and we can elevate and raise our vibration is not by suppressing, ignoring, burying our demons and our darkness and the devil side, the devil on our shoulder. And it's not by running away and from trying to push them away and get rid of all these things and still having that energy toward it that's like, oh, I have to get it off of me, away from me. That's not how we alchemize. That's not how we change. The only way that we elevate self is by facing our demons, looking them in their eyes and making friends with them. Saying, hey, you, I know you've hurt me. You've hurt me a lot. Your presence in my being, in my essence, has hurt me a lot. It has caused me a lot of pain. It has attracted a lot of pain into my life from childhood to now. It has caused me to develop certain thoughts, low vibrational thoughts that have had me trapped. It has caused me to have certain habits that are holding me back. It has caused me to, do whatever these things, whatever these demons within this devil on your shoulder has caused yourself to become. You have to look that demon in the eye and say, but it's okay. And I thank you for that. I thank you for your presence in my essence because it is all a part of my purpose. If you weren't here, I would have never learned the lessons that I was supposed to learn. I would have never been able to feel pain and gather all the tools that I needed. And through those challenges, I would have never been able to gather the strength that I needed, that I have now. I would have never learned the lessons that I learned through those experiences. I would have never experienced the fear and the pain and the hurt. Knowing that when I alchemize these things, when I face my demons and I forgive, that opposite side of the spectrum now can flow and turn into the opposite side. More love, more strength, more purpose. Okay, so we have to look our demons in the eye and say, thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Though it may have been painful, I needed it. though it may have hurt me in those moments. I needed that hurt. I needed that pain in order for me not to be afraid of what I was afraid of. I needed that pain. I needed those things. I needed you. Demon that is attached, devil on my shoulder, trauma that happened to me, whoever it came through, whoever transferred their demonic energy and placed it onto me, I needed it. I needed it to learn the lessons that I needed. I needed it to gather the strength. I needed it in order to go through all of the pain that I did to be able to alchemize it to be who I am today. I needed it, and I thank you for it. And I am so grateful for you. And guess what? Where the alchemy and the change and the transformation comes is knowing and being able to find the light in that trauma, in that energy, that dark devil energy. It's being able to find the light in it, saying like, okay, these things, they hurt, of course, and they caused this ripple effect of darkness. Yeah, and it wasn't comfortable at the time. But if I never would have went through that, I wouldn't be who I was today. If I never would have went through that, I would not have the purpose that I have today. I would not have the knowledge and the wisdom that I have to be able to help others heal through what I went through. I would not have the blueprint for healing that allows me to heal and inspire and influence others. And that influence on others and that healing on others that I now get to put out there, that all gets returned to me. And that all becomes a blessing for me. So in reality, this demon, this darkness, this dark energy, this devil on the shoulder, we have to look it in the eye and say, thank you. I'm grateful for you. And I make peace with you being there, knowing that I needed everything that you caused. Knowing that you were here for a reason. Knowing that this was all a part of my evolution, that I had to go through all of these things to be able to receive my greatest desires. To be able to receive all the love that I truly desire, I had to first face the pain that was already there. Okay, so how we transform, how we change, how we evolve, how we alchemize that energy is by making peace, giving gratitude to that demon and saying, hey, thank you for all that you've done for me. I have learned my lessons. I've learned my lessons from you. Okay, I've learned everything that I needed to know from you. I have transformed. I have found gratitude for you. I have so much more strength, so much more wisdom, so much more and such a deeper purpose. I have so much more knowledge on how to heal self and how to help others heal self because of you. But now, I release you. I release you with peace. I'm not pushing you away, getting rid of you. I'm not hating you and just putting all this, get away from me. I'm not resisting you. I'm looking in your eye and I'm saying thank you. And I'm allowing you to be free now. I am releasing you, letting you know that I have learned all that I needed to learn from you. And you no longer need to be within me. Your presence is no longer necessary for my evolution. That is how we make peace with our demons, and that is how we release them and alchemize them, and that is how we set them free, and that energy can now be transformed and go to the light. Because when we run away and we try to release it like, oh, get it out of me, get it away, get it from me, all we're doing is projecting that same dark energy into somewhere else, onto somebody else, into an environment. Energy does not end, it only transforms. Okay? So if we're just getting rid of it, pushing it away, we're just projecting that energy outward. And whatever we give, we receive. So if we're just getting rid of our demons and projecting them, oh, get away, and we're resisting, running from it, trying to release it negatively, trying to release it by resisting and hating that energy and being fearful of it. That means we didn't learn. That means that that energy still needs to be there, and it's still going to come back. Because we pushed it out there as it was in its same vibration, as darkness, as trauma. We pushed it out there. We never alchemized it. We never found the light in it. We never gathered the strength, the love, the tools that it was there to give to us. And that means that we haven't learned from it, and that we still need that darkness there. Because we have not elevated self, because we have not mastered self. because we have not learned healing. So us pushing it out there like that without making peace, all it's going to do is come back in another form. All it's going to do is come back in another person. Okay? And that's something else I want to say. The more that we run from the pain inside, the trauma inside, excuse me, the more that we run from the pain and the trauma and the darkness inside, the devil on our shoulder, the demons, the darkness, however you want to refer to it, the more that we run from it inside, what is present inside of every single human being, every single life form, the more that we run from it inside and resist it inside, the more it's going to show up on the outside. Until we learn, until we see the benefit behind this darkness, behind this energy that is a part of the whole spectrum, that is a part of God as a whole, that is a part of self as a whole, that is a part of this whole universe, this whole realm, this whole dimension, as a whole, as balance. The more we run from it on the inside, the more it's going to show up on the outside. All of the pain that we bury and we ignore inside, the more it's going to get projected onto us on the outside. The more people on the outside are going to hurt us. If you go into a relationship running from the pain inside, the more that person is going to hurt you. Because you never dealt with the hurt in self. And that person is just a reflection of self. Everyone is just a reflection of self. Okay, so that's the message today, guys. Make peace with your demons. Because that is the only way that we find peace inside. That is the only way that we can alchemize. That is the only way that we can change, that we can transform, that we can elevate the trajectory of our lives. That is the only way that we can create love internally and externally, is by facing that darkness, those demons, and not running from them, being afraid of them, resisting them, burying them, but by making peace, looking them in their eyes and saying, thank you for your lessons. That's the only way. So until we do that, until we make peace, other people on the outside, other things, other situations are going to continue hurting us. And that energy that is already present inside is going to continue showing up on the outside. We're going to continue absorbing it. It's going to continue building up until we make peace with it, until we learn our lessons from it, until we find the light and see the benefit that those things had to come here to teach us in this lifetime. Until we do that, we're going to, like I said, we're going to continue to attract that energy on the outside. We're going to continue to be hurt by other people in our relationships, in our friendships, in our family, until we face our demons. Okay, guys, that is the message for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I just want to give gratitude for you all for watching, for listening to this whole video. If you guys to the end, you guys check out the website. There's been an update on the website. Check out, just stay tuned for all the new things that we have coming to the All Natural, okay? Subscribe if you haven't down below. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, however you are viewing this, whatever podcast platform you are on. If you guys want to be a guest on TTALK, I will link down below a guest form, and you all will be able to sign up for that. But with that being said, I'm going to end this here, and I wish you all a beautiful and abundant day, okay? Peace.